thanks for joining us as we head into our match against Canberra here at ServiceFM Stadium tomorrow night. I guess how has the week been on the training track?
It's been enjoyable. A lot of energy from the girls, and once again, working on our processes and trying to bring our game model to life. So it's been an enjoyable track, and looking forward to Canberra tomorrow night.
What can we expect from Canberra? Strengths, weaknesses?
Yeah, they've done well over the years, I think, and they're pretty versatile and flexible in terms of how they play. They tend to kind of vary up things within their lineup, and also in terms of their style as well. So once again, the focus will be more on us in terms of how we approach a game, and we've got a bit of a plan that we look to execute and see how we do.
What were your thoughts after the game against Sydney last week? Was it a point game for you? Was it 2 points dropped? A clean sheet at home? How did you kind of assess that as a coach?
Yeah, I think we turned up with lots of energy. It was good to be able to see once again some of the pictures that we've been working on more regularly throughout the game. I think in terms of the game, we managed to control most of it, whether it was on or off the ball, which is promising to see. But then it's about kind of managing key moments a little bit better. So can we take advantage and take opportunities in our attacking third? Can we make sure we nullify opportunities a little bit quicker in our middle and defensive third? So a lot of positives there, a lot of space to grow, but I think we're definitely on the right track, and it's good to see the girls week by week, session by session, getting better, understanding more about the game, and that ultimately will lead to the outcomes that we're looking for.
Big night tomorrow for Holly Murray. She's facing her former side. Has Holly got a bit of a point to prove against her former club? Have you taken her aside to talk to her about that? Is that something that she can use?
Yeah, I think she's a great girl. She loves to play football, so she just wants to be out in the field. So hopefully tomorrow night she gets that opportunity. But regardless of whether it's Canberra or anybody else, I think she's the kind of person that leaves everything on the field. So she'll be giving 100%, looking to do the best that she can. And I'm sure given that she's got a number of girls that she's still keeps in contact with in the Canberra team, I'm sure that she'll be out there trying to do her best and hopefully have a little point to prove as well.
Views from the outside looking in to the squad morale itself. The squad this year seems to be really socially well knit together. The girls are going to the volleyball this weekend. I guess how proud are you of the culture of the group and the club this early in the season?
Yeah, it's really important. It's a huge factor from our perspective, and something that we spend a lot of time on collectively. As a playing group, but also as a staff as well. So we've kind of laid on top of the foundation was already there, continuing to lay a few more layers there, just to make sure that in any area of life, you got your ups and downs, and football's no different. So when things are going well, absolutely we continue to drive forward. But if things aren't going well, then we've got a foundation that we can fall upon and make sure we bounce straight back up. So. And as I said, you can kind of feel that and see that within the group that, although some players want to play, or some players might have some setbacks, everyone gets around them, and we bounce back together as a unit, as a club.
A word on Chelsea, Dawber and Fiona. Got some valuable minutes last week. How are they a chance to start tomorrow? Are we being a little bit more cautious with those two? Talk to us about those two.
Yeah, we've just been trying to manage them and gradually, increase the workload to make sure that, they kind of build back into a full 90 minutes. So we're still at a stage where they'll have a part to play, but it won't be a significant part. Probably be similar to what we had last week, but we're definitely building upon that, and hopefully after that little couple week break, we'll be able to see a lot more from them.
Any other injury updates from you? How's the recovery of Katie Bowler?
Yeah, she's been good, really good. Yeah, she's progressing quite well. I think she's getting very close. Her training looks fantastic, so really looking forward to what she can bring to the group as well. And the other player that's been out at the moment has been Lara Gooch, who's been recovering from a hamstring. So once again, she's in the early stages of her recovery. So hopefully, with as I mentioned, the 2 week break coming up, there's opportunity there for players to to get on top of some of these injuries and come out on the other side ready to go.
And you personally ready for your second home game under the bright lights of Jeps Cross?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I think it's a great little hub here, a great little stadium. Once again, important that people get behind the team. They can, something that we talk about, before we walk out onto the pitch. But the more noise that they make, players find an extra little gear. So it's really important that everyone gets behind the team and the club and shows their support.